This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, a new development when it comes to potentially slowing the spread of COVID-19. A local lab will soon offer the only FDA-approved antibody test. Call 6 Investigates Rafael Sanchez finds out what this means for you.
The things that they're going through aren't normal, but what they're experiencing emotionally, that's a normal thing.
How one county is working together to help out frontline workers rebound mentally from this COVID-19 pandemic.
Thousands are without a job because of the coronavirus. The new effort to help you get back to work quickly.
Welcome into RTV6 News at 6. I'm Mark Mullins, bringing you the news from my temporary home studio.
And I'm Amanda Starantino at the WRTV studios. First at 6, the state confirms 51 new COVID-19 deaths. That means 1,264 people in Indiana have died from the coronavirus. The State Department of Health also reports 862 new cases of COVID-19. So far, 21,870 Hoosiers have tested positive for the virus. More than 120,000 people have been tested, and about 18% of them have been diagnosed with the coronavirus.
All new at 6, a local lab will provide a test soon, which at this moment is the only FDA-approved COVID-19 antibody test. Call 6 Chief Investigator Rafael Sanchez shows us why this could be significant in Indiana's effort to slow the spread of coronavirus.
ARIA Diagnostics in Indianapolis is ready to provide a test to determine whether you carry the COVID-19 related antibody known as IgG.
It's highly unlikely that someone with IgG would ever carry the disease again. So it gives consumers the confidence to go back to life, back to work, back to vacation if that's what you want to do, and you're not going to carry that disease back home with you or to other people and harm them.
A blood sample will be required for the Abbott design test, with results expected in about 48 hours. This test is FDA approved.
There are a lot of gimmicks out there. Please don't fall for those. People work hard for their money, and they shouldn't fall for things like that. I think those things should be pulled from the market. More importantly, you should get something that's reliable and accurate.
The new blood test is hoping to provide consumer confidence over the long term from a Marine who feels he's serving his country on a new front. Working for you in Indianapolis, Rafael Sanchez, RTV6.
Well, the new testing will start tomorrow on the city's north side. The test is $75 and does not require a doctor's note. To get a test, you need to go online to arrange an appointment. The site is ariadxs.com. Again, that's ariadxs.com. ARIA Diagnostics will have the ability to test 120,000 people every month.
And 20 new COVID-19 testing sites are up and running across the state. They are in National Guard armories like this one in Danville. Other local locations include Johnson County, Columbus, Muncie, Lafayette, Elwood, Richmond, Peru, Logansport, and Connorsville. You will not be charged for testing and insurance is not required. Officials say an additional 30 testing sites will open up soon. You must register to get tested. To do that, go to lhi.care/COVID testing or call 888-634-1116. We have this link and phone number in this story on our website, theindychannel.com, and on the RTV6 app. That's where we also have a map showing all of the new testing locations that are open.
Today, Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett confirmed that his stay-at-home order for the city and county runs at least through the end of next week to May 15th. Last week, Governor Eric Holcomb said Marion County could enter stage 2 of the reopening of Indiana on May 11th. Well, that means more businesses would be allowed to reopen for you, but county and local governments can override state guidelines, and Marion County has done that by having their stay-at-home order run through May 15th. The mayor says business owners should be getting ready now to reopen safely, but he also says the size of Indianapolis means that the city has to stay at home longer. Mayor Hogsett also says Marion County won't provide an exemption to allow for in-person religious services this weekend. The announcement is stricter than the governor's plan, which allows for in-person religious services beginning on May 8th. Again, local governments can override state guidelines, so there will be no in-person church services this weekend in Marion County.
And for those on the front front line fighting the pandemic might be taking a toll on them emotionally, if not physically. One county is working with its healthcare partners to hold free virtual support groups, helping Hoosiers rebound from this crisis. RTV6's Stephanie Wade shares this community effort that you can take advantage of.
I think it gives someone the opportunity to reflect, to dialogue about what they're going through. I think that they can relate to us and we can relate to them.
That's what the free support group does for Kokomo Fire Captain Jason Braden, giving firefighters, police officers, emergency management crews, healthcare workers, even grocery store employees the space to release their stress and emotions they're so bravely holding in right now to serve the public.
Mentally for us, we go home and our worry is making sure we don't bring it home to our families.
We realize that during this crisis, mental health has become a very, very important topic across the board.
Being separated from their families for hours and sometimes days at a time, they say, can be overwhelming.
The people out there on the front lines, they are just dealing with this every day, minute by minute, at a level that's hard for many of us to grasp.
We all have a cup that people put things in, and we don't know when that cup is going to become full.
And when the cup begins to boil over, there are now resources to help you. Turning Point, an organization that helps those who suffer from addiction or mental health issues, is now holding free confidential meetings 3 times a week, several times a day, accounting for different shifts responders might work, that are led by mental health providers and frontline staff peers on the video chat service, Zoom.
We want them to leave the meetings feeling good, inspired, and understanding there's people that care about them and love them and appreciate what they're doing. And it just gives them that energy and that charge to continue that fight for us on a daily basis.
Working for you, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
And as long as we are battling this virus, program leaders say they are going to continue offering this free service. They also expect after this is over, people will need some help to decompress and process everything they and their families have been through, so they will make their services available then as well. And right now at theindychannel.com/rebound, you can find more mental health resources available to anyone who is struggling during the COVID-19 pandemic.
It is the beginning of the month, which means many Hoosiers are struggling to pay rent after losing their income or getting laid off during the coronavirus pandemic. The Neighborhood Christian Legal Clinic is working to answer questions about your rights as a tenant.
We're also going to see people dealing with debt collection, needing bankruptcy, reorganization of their personal debts, and there's certainly going to be a wave of evictions. It's just unavoidable. The crisis has hit certain industries harder this time around. Because of the nature of it being connected to, complete shutdown of economic activity almost. So we anticipate probably a larger degree of evictions, and that being a community need, even along with foreclosures.
The Neighborhood Christian Legal Clinic will have attorneys available to answer your questions during an RTV6 virtual town hall tonight at 7:30. They can address eviction concerns, unemployment, debt, and much more. You can watch the town hall and ask questions live on the RTV6 Facebook page. Again, that's tonight at 7:30.
At RTV6, we are committed to helping people find jobs through our Hiring Hoosiers initiative. And today we are learning about a new effort underway right now to connect job seekers with potential employers. And this comes as a record number of Hoosiers face unemployment due to COVID-19. Tonight, Megan Sanctorum explains how this new program works and how it can help you land a new job.
As many businesses throughout the area remain closed, thousands of Hoosiers are now experiencing unemployment, and they're looking for work. The good news is experts say jobs are out there.
There continues to be need across the spectrum, across all industries.
The key is connecting job seekers with companies looking to hire. And a new program called Rapid Response Talent looks to speed that process up.
It's incredibly important right now for us to be that matchmaker between supply and demand. That's the goal that we have.
Rapid Response Talent is part of a partnership between Employ Indy, the Indy Chamber, and Ascend Indiana. The virtual portal builds upon pre-existing services to create talent pools for employers. Those looking for a job just have to fill out a short form online and list their skills and experience.
individuals looking for employment, and vice versa. Individuals and job seekers who are looking for employment now, they can try to connect to employers that are part of the Indy Chamber membership and that are posting their jobs as we speak.
It's a service that will continue to grow and evolve based upon the needs of the community.
This is a stopgap measure in response to COVID. We believe that it'll be repurposed for a longer systematic effort that we will continue to encourage employers to demonstrate what job opportunities are out there and then get that information into the hands of consumers.
Working for you, Megan Sanctorum, RTV6.
And if you are a job seeker or employer and would like to learn more, head to our website, hiringhoosiers.com. We will have additional information posted there. While you're there, you can also find a list of available jobs on our job board.
They've been serving up one of the best meals in Indiana for more than 90 years. Hollyhock Hill is waiting for their dining room to reopen, but the fried chicken is worth making a trip to the drive-thru. Coming up here on RTV6, find out how the kitchen is making those birds sing.
And I'm Dave First. Who knows when the Pacers might be back on the court, but at least one Pacer is ready whenever that happens. Spending time with his dad, which hadn't been so bad. We're on a Zoom with Doug McDermott and Greg McDermott. Coming up in our RTV6 Sports Extra Spotlight.
More sunshine on the way for tomorrow and warmer temperatures as well. We'll talk about how much warmer. We're currently at 59 and the changes for the weekend.
Apply online today.
This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Over the past few weeks, we've been showing you some of the restaurants that have remained open and serving you. Tonight, one of the oldest restaurants in the area.
And the menu has not changed much at Hollyhock Hill since they opened, but in the kitchen, you don't mess around with a good thing. Brad Brown has a closer look.
Fried chicken, a piece of food that seems so simple. And yet, to truly get a great piece of fried chicken, one must master a little science, a little art, and a little kitchen magic. Hollyhock Hill has had that formula for more than 90 years.
We didn't know what to expect, but, you know, we had Easter, and Easter was such a success. I mean, we had a line of cars down the driveway and through carryout lane, and my husband had to direct traffic, and, you know, we just brought the team together.
Kelly Haney took over ownership of the restaurant in 2016. Tucked away on Indy's north side, the Vincent family started serving up fried chicken dinners here in 1928. The recipes, especially the chicken,
Otis would say it's the fried chicken,
have remained largely the same. One thing that is not a secret, the chicken gets fried in lard. After all, fat is flavor.
We carry the staple foods, you know, that everybody has grown to love. The mashed potatoes, the green beans, the biscuits, the apple butter, the brownies.
More than just the food, Hollyhock Hill has become a gathering place for Indiana families for 5 generations.
I miss that a lot because, you know, I pretty much hug most of my guests, and I can't hug them anymore.
The buzz of the old dining rooms is absent for now, but folks are driving up in droves and taking all of their old favorites home.
We'll be out there. I'll be out there saying hello to everybody, and we hope. I think we'll have another successful holiday. Nothing like we used to. I mean, it's not 100%, but we do have a great following, and I appreciate all the support.
Hollyhock Hill is located at 8110 North College Avenue. Keep your eyes open if you make the drive up there. It's tucked back off the road just a bit. Kelly and her team have put together a special Mother's Day menu for this weekend. They will have all of their regular carryout available as well. There's more than just the chicken on the menu, but trust me, that fried bird is some of the very best around. Working for you, Brad Brown, RTV6.
Good to see Brad. Thank you. And We're Open Indy is RTV6's effort to showcase the businesses that are still open to make sure you know the options available to you. You can go to our website, theindychannel.com/open, to see what restaurants and businesses are still serving you.
It's been a beautiful Wednesday. I don't need to tell you that. Hopefully you had a chance to get out a little bit. Temperature still below average, but any clouds that you see now, and they've been basically cumulus clouds through the day, those will melt away tonight. And under clear skies, temperatures are headed into the 30s. We've got 4 mornings within the 7-day planner in the 30s, and there'll be some spots maybe Saturday morning in the upper 20s. A few headlines for tonight and the next couple of days. We've got the almost full moon tonight. It's tomorrow night that technically the full moon arrives. Rain returns Friday, so until then, we're dry and progressively warmer tomorrow afternoon. Although it's a decent warm-up well into the 60s, it doesn't last. Temperatures tumble big time by Friday. We recover a bit, but stay well below average through Mother's Day weekend into early next week. The average high right at 70 degrees. And to be more specific, our rain chances with the transition to cooler weather will occur Friday morning, the most likely time, the first half of Friday. Then we're dry. Looks like Friday afternoon through Saturday. Rain chances will increase in the afternoon on Mother's Day. Temperatures, as you look at these, generally 10 degrees below average in some cases, not quite that much. And as you look regionally, we're not in this alone. You have to go well to the south to get temperatures much warmer. Little Rock, Arkansas at 74. Otherwise, anywhere in the Great Lakes and off to the east, it's cool, 46 in New York. Temperature in Phoenix, though, I just mentioned, is 102. So they've got their warmth, we've got the cooler temperatures. What's up tomorrow comes way back down on Friday with the rain, marking that transition as we mentioned, and the rain first half of Friday moves out after that. Tomorrow, plan on sunshine with a few mid to high level clouds coming into the afternoon hours tomorrow. Temperatures into the 60s. There's your rain chance way up there through the morning hours on Friday. Friday temperatures will not change under this cloud cover and the cool wind and rain, maybe a melting snowflake. If you see one, you got to tell me about it. And as you look at Friday afternoon, we start to clear out rather quickly. Temperatures just don't warm up, though. We'll stay in the 40s on Friday, and these are the morning temperatures for Saturday. Upper 20s north and east of Indy, right at 30 degrees, most of central and southern Indiana, with the wind relatively light. Here's your 7-day planner. Even next week, as we get back into it, Monday and Tuesday, temperatures still only in the 50s, and the 4 mornings in a row with 30s, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Temperatures in the 30s. Our cool month only gets cooler within the 7-day planner.
Well, in sports, the NBA is expected to huddle up Friday to discuss a plan to return to action.
It's anyone's guess when that will ultimately be. Until then, some of the Pacers are back with family, including Doug McDermott. In fact, for the entire family, it's back home again. Sports director Dave First with the Sports Extra Spotlight.
This should have been the time when the Pacers were talking playoffs. For the McDermotts, that means Doug's dad, Greg, would have been a regular at the Fieldhouse. Instead, they're all back in Omaha, Nebraska, waiting things out.
You two have at least been able to spend a little more together time in the spring than you usually have.
It's actually, from a parent standpoint, it's been awesome. You know, even though Doug played for me in college when he was a player, the last thing he wanted to do is come home and spend more time with his coach that he saw every day in practice.
Doug made the drive back home just as the Pacers had won 8 of the last 11 games, while Greg's Creighton Blue Jays were celebrating a Big East regular season championship and looking forward to the NCAA tournament.
Kind of a basic question. How much do you miss basketball, both you guys?
I really miss it. You know, like the first couple of weeks were tough, you know, just because we're in such a groove as a team, both of us, Creighton and the Pacers.
Instead, things have slowed down, broken up by the occasional chalk art from the neighbors as Doug lifts weights and the family catches up on movies.
We watched Hoosiers the other night. First time I had ever seen the movie, which is, I feel like it's kind of an Indiana sin.
Wait a minute, what?
I had really failed as a father. I was not aware of it. And he and I were sitting around and talking sports movie, and he asked me, you know, what are some of the best basketball movies? And I said, well, we could watch Hoosiers, but you've seen that? And he said, no, I've actually never seen that. So I said, you've worn the Hickory uniforms. I mean, come on, you have to know what it is.
All a part of a 4-year college career that saw him win the National Player of the Year in 2014, and now in the midst of a 6th NBA season, averaging a career-high 10.4 points per game.
It's really been fun to spend time together and, talk about his career and where he, how he's arrived at the point that he is today and where he hopes to go in the future.
The games will continue at some point. When they do, the McDermotts will be ready.
What do you think maybe we'll all learn about this?
To not take things for granted. Things were rolling, we're playing basketball, we're having fun. I had one of my players from Chicago last week that told me, he said, Coach, I told my mom I never thought I would say I can't wait to get back to Nebraska. And, again, I just think all of us have probably made a vow that when we come out of this, I'm going to change this in my work life, or I'm going to be better at this. And, what we've tried to tell our team, let's take that to heart.
A pause for perspective and possibly a healthy one. Dave First, RTV6 Sports. Hey, we continue to honor the graduating spring sport athletes. We call it our RTV6 Senior Salute. And tonight, meet Lawrence North infielder Taylor Urshan, the 5'10 softball star, is a 3-time county and MIC first-teamer, was set for a spectacular senior season. Already holds the school record with a .614 batting average, 51 hits in a season, and 91 career RBI. But her career is far from done. She's part of a big-time recruiting class at Dayton. Good luck, Taylor, with the Flyers. We'll be watching. I'm Dave First with another RTV6 Senior Salute.
Enjoy what will be a beautiful sunset on this cool evening. Temperature by 10 o'clock with a clear sky down to 48. Don't forget to check out the nearly full moon tonight, because tomorrow night we may have some clouds challenge our view. Mark?
You got to live for the moment, Kevin. All right, thank you. And thank you for watching RTV6.
World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Stay with us for the news at 7.